this business. And I haven't looked back. And, you know, me and my wife have been able to create an amazing income and separate ourselves from 9 to 5 and basically be with our kids every single day. And for me, that right there is basically the tipping point of this amazing community and what it can do for you. Right. So, you know, you guys are all welcomed here from me, Jesse, and Kat tonight from our groups. And I hope you guys have been getting an amazing value in those groups throughout the week. And we all just wanted to, you know, thank you guys all for coming into this webinar and having, you know, sharing this experience with us tonight. And we're just going to start rocking it out for you guys, and we'll answer as many questions as we can through the chat. And like Jesse said, welcome.
Yes, welcome everybody. We're just going to chat a few more minutes here, let a few more people roll in, but we can't express enough how grateful we are for everyone showing up tonight. You taking the time out of your night to come and kind of take the time to listen to our presentation, see what we have to offer. It really does mean a lot to us, and we hope that you get some value out of it tonight. This isn't just going to be like a straight up presentation to show you exactly what we do and that's all we talk about. There's going to be a lot of different value key points that you can pull out of this and implement into your every single day life, just to create a happier, positive life for yourself in any way, really. You don't necessarily have to start a business with us to take a lot of the key points that are going to be talked about tonight, in order to just take something from this and just implement it into your life and test it out, see what happens. Basically, like me personally, I've never been the kind of person before jumping into this business to believe in a lot of like the concepts that we might talk about tonight. But since I've been in this business, since I've opened up my mind to see that like you can literally have whatever it is that you want out of life, you just have to actually go out and get it. You have to work towards it. You have to make a plan to achieve it. You can have whatever it is that you want. Nobody has an unfair advantage over anybody. The only thing that some people might have is they might have gotten a kickstart in front of you. They might have already been on the path to getting what it is that they're after. But it's never too late for somebody to start now. In the chat, people are saying they have no audio. Someone want to handle that in the chat? So yeah, it's all going to be, I'm just going to give this another minute or two, and just kind of before we get started, because some people might be running late, and I want to respect those people as well, but I also want to respect you guys and not take too long. The one thing I do want to say before we get started is that if you just drop in the chat where you're from, because this is always just a really cool thing to see, like how many people, how far spread we've gotten, because it's awesome to kind of connect with other people across the world. And it's cool that we can actually do that by using the internet now. Like that just blows my mind that we can have this many people come together without having to actually leave your house from all over the world. So that's really cool. But one thing I also wanted to say before we get started is that we would appreciate if you, there is a Q&A section in the meeting, and if you're watching this on Facebook Live in one of the groups, then what you can do is just hold your questions until the end. We are going to have a Q&A period, but there is a Q&A section in the actual presentation platform. If you just go to the bottom, there's a Q&A section. But what we request is, just because a lot of people, when we've done this in the past, a lot of people have asked questions at the beginning, and then throughout the presentation, those questions get answered. So then it's kind of like, now we're going through the Q&A at the end, and we're talking about a bunch of stuff that's already been answered. So if you can keep those until the end, and then if at the end, when we go to open up the Q&A, you do have some questions that were not answered, then that's a good time to drop them in there, just because we don't want to fill it with a bunch of stuff that we're going to be reading through at the end and taking the time that we could have talked about something more valuable to talk about something that was just answered like 15 minutes ago. So this presentation is going to take about an hour, give or take. So be prepared for that. And the last thing I want to say before we really get this thing started is just come into it with an open mind. You have no idea what you're about to see. You have no idea how you're going to react or feel to it. And even when you do have some kind of reaction in the moment, you don't prejudge it. Don't make like a judgment about it for the future of the presentation. Just wait until the end and then make your judgment after that on whether this is right for you or not. And it's perfectly fine if this is not right for you, if this is something that you just watch and you're like, you know what, it all sounds really cool, but it's just not for me. That's cool too, because we understand from our perspective that this isn't a business that everybody wants to get into, and that's fine. We don't expect everybody in the world to want to do this. However, it is open to those who do want to do it. So I'm super pumped to get this thing started, and that's all I really had for opening remarks. Do you guys have anything you want to add on top of that, Mike or Kat?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, babe.
I just wanted to say I appreciate every single one of you guys being here. This last week has been so exciting, watching all of your new faces come into the groups and be able to meet you all and understand your story. So I really hope that what we show to you guys tonight can really make an impact and show you that there is another way. So I appreciate you being here, and I can't wait to get to know you guys better.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just wanted to, top that off with, it's been amazing to obviously get to know all of you guys. It's basically just amazing to see all you people in here right now wanting to change your life and looking forward to changing your life with us, whether it be, Jesse, me, or Kat, or, somebody who invited you guys here. And Jesse's going to literally rock you guys with a sweet information webinar tonight, guys. So stay tuned, grab your pens and piece of paper, and let's get nuts.
Yeah, for sure, dude. That actually brought up a good point that I want to just talk about for 2 seconds before we get started. And that point is that you guys are like the top 3% of the world. I just want to let you guys know that and congratulate you for being in the top 3% already. Even though you necessarily haven't done anything with us yet, it shows that you're actually actively going out to do something to better your life. And I'm not saying that your life's shitty right now. I'm just saying that potentially there's something in your life going on right now that's not perfect. Maybe you want to make more money. Maybe you want to be home with your family more, see your kids grow up more, be there for them, hang out with your friends, travel, whatever it is that you want to do. Congratulations to you guys for being the go-getters that actually make something happen and step up and chase that. So congrats to you guys. And I'm going to get this thing started. Let me know when you can see my screen, Mike or Kat. Okay, awesome. I just need to figure out how to go full screen. Okay, so in this presentation, oh crap. Sorry guys. Oh. Escape. I gotta do.
Even we have technical difficulties still.
Just so you guys know, another super key point to this is that you don't have to be super technical to make this business work. You definitely do not have to be super technical, because I still struggle a lot with a lot of this stuff. But I know my way around it good enough that I can figure it out. So in this presentation, you're going to learn and see how an ex-oil patch worker traded in his 6-figure income and a hard hat for a smartphone, a laptop, a 7-figure income, and is influencing and leading teams of thousands of people all across the globe to do the same. That's myself, and obviously I'm presenting this with Mike and Kat Martin, but this presentation is going to be kind of wrapped around me and a lot of my story. But most of the people who are in this can kind of relate to this in some way, shape, or form. So in this presentation, we're going to have some fun. There's a little bit of joking around going to happen. I got a really cool thing I just want to let you guys know before we get into it, where it's like we almost have I answer your questions throughout a chat. You'll see what I mean when we get to that point, but I just want to let you know that I tried to make this as fun as possible and not just like a boring presentation. We don't want nobody being bored and falling asleep. So, but Jesse, what does that have to do with me, and why should I care? Stick with me for a bit here and you will understand what this has to do with you. If you answer yes to any of these questions, is there any area of your life that is not perfect right now? Do you feel as if your life is just a constant hamster wheel that leads nowhere? Are you tired of missing out on big milestones with your family? Do you feel that you are needing more of a retirement savings? Are you tired of your life being dictated by others? Most importantly, like bosses. I don't know if you guys realize this, but bosses run your life. If you have a boss, they're running your life. They're telling you what to wear. They're telling you what time to be at work. They're telling you what time you can go home, what days you can have off, what to say to people, where to be, like all this different stuff. They're running your life. And the worst one, and I think I even go over this, but it's something that I really want to get across here. The worst one is that they tell you what you're worth. So like if you're being paid $20 an hour at your job, that's literally your boss telling you, and this isn't just to hate on bosses, this boss, like the traditional workplace has been the same way for hundreds of years. It's just the way it is. But like to me, it's not fair that somebody other than myself tells me what I'm worth. So just drop a yes in the chat if you agree with that you no longer want to have your life dictated by a boss. Do you feel that no matter what you do, you cannot get ahead? Then this is for you. What can you expect from me in this presentation? I'm going to cover the basics of what it takes to do what I do and show you how you too can create the life of your dreams. I'm going to answer the questions that you currently have and answer the common objections I often come across. I'm going to provide you with the information you require to make an informed decision on if this is for you or not. I'm going to give you my main secrets for success and help you map out a business blueprint for you just to just step into it and see success as fast as humanly possible. I'm going to provide you with things to think about in your current life that you can implement into your everyday life and work towards your goals without even making any drastic changes or decisions. Meaning like you don't have to go and quit your job tomorrow if you decide you want to work with us. This is something that you can do on the side until you decide that it's something you want to do as a full-time thing. So what do I expect from you? I expect you to watch the entire presentation before jumping to conclusions on what this is all about. I expect you to think about your current life for a second and see what areas can be improved upon. I expect that if I am able to answer all of your questions, overcome all of your objections, and eliminate skepticism, that you be an action taker and jump on opportunity when it comes knocking. Stick with me. There will be an offer at the end of this, and you will have the choice on whether or not to jump in with us. So basically, if you agree to these terms, can you just drop agree, the word agree, in the chat roll wherever you're watching this? Because we want to, like, I'm telling you, we're going to hold our end of the deal, and we really like working with people who hold their end of the deal as well. So opportunity does not pass us by. We pass by opportunity. So, for example, walking past a $100 bill on the ground does not mean that it just like disappears. It means that it's still there for somebody else to grab. So what that means is that if you decide not to do this, it's not like the opportunity just disappears. It's just that it's there for somebody else to jump on. That's all it means. So who am I and why should you care? And yes, that's my car. It's a 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner. It's badass as hell, and it goes like snot. So I love it. It's always been like my dream car. And when I started this business, I was able to actually go out and pay for it, cash money, done. And now it's mine. Who is Jesse J. Garnier? I'm a family man. My wife and 2 kids come first, always. I was born into the Alberta Oil Patch dream lifestyle. And I have quotations beside that because people call it a dream lifestyle when really, I really could argue with a lot of people that it's not a dream lifestyle. I have always been entrepreneurial spirited. but was lost on how to actually become one until one day everything changed. I'm an online and offline entrepreneur, top sales rep for companies that I've sold for, and I only started selling roughly 2 years ago. Before that, I was just a laborer. I drilled water wells. I did a few different things in the oil patch. I didn't do anything to do with sales. I came into this business, knew nothing about sales, but I was able to become the top rep for a few companies that I sell for. Influencer and leader of multiple groups that are well into the thousands of people each. I'm a business and mindset coach, a public speaker, and a marketing specialist. I could probably list off a few more things, but I didn't want to bore you guys with who I am. I want to get into the meat and potatoes of this thing, so let's get started. Enough about me, let's dig in. The main thing you will learn and understand during this presentation is leverage. Remember this word. What is leverage and why is it so important? Leverage, if used properly, can change your life positively. Leverage, if used improperly or against you, can impact your life negatively and is probably happening right now. Proper leverage can eliminate stress, financial, mental, physical, body stress, and more. Think about it this way. If you use the tool properly and gain as much leverage as possible, it can make the task much easier. Proper leverage can do that with your life also. So anyone from the oil patch knows what a snipe is. If you've ever had to loosen off a big bolt or something and you need a snipe, you throw a pipe on the end of a wrench and it gives you a longer shaft that you can use leverage to break the nuts loose. And that's just an example of leverage that I know that might ring to a few other people. Other people might have different examples. But proper leverage can help you earn more money, can give you more time freedom, can accomplish your goals in record time, can cut the time to retirement into a fraction. It can gain more paying clients with ease, build relationships stronger, and more. Again, I could go on for a long list with this, but I also want to respect your guys' time. These are just a few examples of leverage. Like I was saying with the pipe, you get to move that big rock in the top left corner, it would be hard to do. You get a long enough pipe or bar, and you can do that with ease. How are you being leveraged right now? This is mostly for employees. So now, if you are the boss of the company you work for or you own or whatever, just put yourself into an employee mindset for right now. But most of the people who are watching this are going to be employees right now. So this will really make sense to you. Your time is being leveraged by your boss. Your energy is being leveraged. Your resources are being leveraged. Your life is being leveraged. Your expertise are being leveraged. You are being leveraged for everything you have to offer. Hold up here, Jesse. I'm my own person who makes all my own decisions. I am free. Yeah, we'll see. Ask yourself these questions. Do you make your own schedule 24 hours per day, 7 days per week? Are you given a choice of where you want to work on a daily basis? Are you given a choice of when to show up to work and when you can go home and what days you work and don't work? Are you given a guideline of do's and don'ts at work? Are you given a guideline of what you can and cannot wear to work? Are you given the choice to make as much money as you want to? Or is your paycheck dependent on what your boss thinks you are worth? Just sit with that for a second and think about these questions. They're really important questions. If you answered no to any of these questions, then you, my friend, are being leveraged. But I just thought that's what we had to do to get by and pay the bills. Don't worry, there is still good news. You just need to learn to become the leverager. First of 3 tips to becoming the leverager rather than the leveragee. Tip number 1, learn and understand leverage. Luckily for you, I have already been doing the work for you on this one, so just pay attention here. In every scenario in the world, leverage is being used. However, most of us are so used to the hamster wheel lifestyle that we are too oblivious to understand when and where we are being the leverager or the leveragee. So leveragee being if you're the one being leveraged by someone else or something else, and leverager is the one who is leveraging someone else or something else. If you want to get ahead in this life, and we only have one, by the way, you need to open your eyes and see the opportunities that pass us by and find out how to leverage them. That alone is a golden nugget that you guys should all take home and just open up your perspective and see what opportunities you can use to leverage different scenarios in your life. I guarantee you, if you implement this into every single thing you do in your life, you will see quick results. Tip number 2, leverage the crap out of anything you can. When you do find opportunity, use it to your advantage. Find out any way you can use it to grow yourself and your life, because at the end of the day, you want to leave a legacy, right? You need to learn how to leverage the crap out of any resource you can. And I'm not saying you go out and you screw people, like, don't do that. Make it like proper win-win scenarios where everyone's happy, everyone wins. But if you do it properly, that's what's going to happen. There are many leverage points that we take for granted daily that we just completely pass by. You want to become successful in any area of your life, whether that's health, finances, time, whatever it is, learn how to leverage. If that's like, just take this home with you. I can't stress this enough. Be an action taker and jump on opportunity when it comes knocking, and leverage every single angle you can see. Open up your perspective and you will open up your life. Tip number 3, see opportunity and jump on it like a kid on candy. Do not be the person that is so closed off and blind that you completely walk past a $100 bill on your way to work, because you are so used to one way of doing things. One way of doing things is the only way. There's a million ways to make $1 million. Open your mind to the idea that there's more out there, and you will rapidly start to see and find ways to make things happen. Jesse, I'm learning a lot here, but I still don't understand where this is going. No problem. We're getting there. I just wanted to share some key value points quickly. Like I said, I want to give you guys something right off the bat that you can take home and start to implement into your life. So that's what that was all about. Where are we going with this? I'm going to show you one opportunity that is knocking on your door as we speak. Before you jump to conclusions and say, I knew this was all a load of crap, please just hear me out. You agreed at the start that if I could answer your questions and share value, that you hear me out. So we're not even really that close to done yet, so just hear me out here. I'm going to show you my opportunity and show you how you can leverage it. I'm giving you the chance to use the tips that I just gave you right now. Online affiliate marketing. Common first objections when I say those words. But I don't even know what that is. But I don't have time to learn and add that to my plate. But that sounds expensive. Yeah, some people might succeed, but probably not me. But I know nothing about marketing, sales, or making money online. But I make decent enough money as it is. Why do I need this? Take notice. Notice how all of the above questions / concerns start with or have the word but in them. It's because our immediate reaction to something new is always to make up an excuse, and but is the start of any excuse. I can just think about it. But I have this, but I got to do this. It's all excuses, right? Excuse number 1, I don't know what that is. Did you know what anything was when you were first born into this world? No, you had to learn everything you know up to this point in your life. Example, riding a bike, walking, running, talking, going to school, work, everything that you know to this point in your life, you had to learn at some point. So would it be fair to say that even though you may not know what it is right now, or you may not understand it right now, that you have the ability to learn it? You just have to follow people who have the results that you're looking to achieve, which we have here. We specialize in teaching you everything you need to know, so don't overwhelm yourself right now. Nobody knew what it was before it was created, but if you have common sense and ability to learn the job that you do right now, why couldn't you learn this? Excuse number 2, I don't have the time to learn that. If you have 1 to 2 hours per day to dedicate to this, then you have the time to learn this. You might have to rearrange your schedule a little bit. You might have to not maybe watch as many shows as you might watch in a night, or maybe not watch that movie you wanted to watch tonight. But if you can make short-term sacrifices and rearrange your schedule for now, I guarantee you it's going to pay off in the long run. Because watching Grey's Anatomy, for example, is you just really think about it for a minute. Is that going to set your life into a positive path, that's somewhere that you want your life to go? Is it really going to help you pay your bills next month? You know what I mean? Just think about it, and think about how if you just might have to rearrange your schedule. It's really easy. If you do not have 1 to 2 hours per day as it sits right now, I guarantee if you can find ways to manage your time better and gain 1 to 2 hours per day. When I started learning this, I worked at my job, just over broke, for 12 to 16 hours per day. And I came home to a family that I wanted to spend time with, but I still managed to find the time. Yes, it may have resulted in 4 hours of sleep per night, but I was able to, within 2.5 months of going nonstop with 4 hours of sleep every night, because I was running my business. When my kids went to bed, when my wife went to bed, I would spend my time doing the business. And then I had to get up at 5 in the morning to go to work. I only had to do that for 2.5 months before I was able to eliminate the job, quit the job, and then that freed up 12 to 16 hours of time every single day for me. So short-term sacrifices can lead to major long-term gains. Excuse number 3, but it sounds expensive. Don't worry, we'll get to that. Excuse number 4, might work for others, but probably not me. I guess I have more faith and belief in you than even you do. I know that we were all put on this planet to accomplish big things. It is up to the individuals to want it bad enough, but I give everyone the benefit of the doubt, meaning I believe in you until you prove to me why I shouldn't believe in you. Where most people say, you know what, prove to me why I should believe in you. I say, prove to me why I shouldn't believe in you. So if you want a better life, you have to demand a better life. You have to say, why not me? We all started from the same place, crying, pooping, and sleeping. The only reason that some of us succeeded more than others is simple. They wanted it more. That's all it really boils down to. Excuse number 5, I know nothing about marketing, online, or sales. Guess what? Neither did I. It is amazing what you can actually learn if you just simply want it bad enough, and I'm offering you the leverage right here, right now. We made the mistakes and had the learning curves already so that you don't have to. We have training systems, software, mentorship, guidance, community of all like-minded growing people who have the results to back them up. We know what we are doing here. Excuse number 6, I make decent money already. Why do I need this? Has it ever hurt anybody to have more money? Ask any millionaire entrepreneur if they ever just stopped trying harder because they have enough already. I guarantee you the answer is going to be no. In most cases, not all, but most cases if you already make decent money, your time freedom is probably very limited. Most people who make decent money have to sacrifice their time for decent money. In traditional job world, you either have to take time or money, or maybe you don't have both, or maybe you're like a diamond in the rough that maybe you do have both, and that's awesome. I'm happy for you. But most people either have to choose. If they want to make good money, they're sacrificing a lot of their time. If they don't want to make, or if they want a lot of their time, then probably they're not going to be working as much, right? So when you die, do you want people to remember you as the guy or girl who settled for decent, or remember you as the go-getter? Ask yourself that question. And if you want to be the go-getter, type go-getter in the chat right now. Enough with the excuses. That's all I got to say. What is online affiliate marketing? It is selling other people's or companies' products online and earning commissions. That's the really simple way to put it. It's just like how a realtor sells a house that a client owns and takes a commission, only we do it online, and we don't do it with houses. We take other people's or companies' products and make deals with them to do the work, and then they compensate us very well, and everyone wins. But I don't want to be a sleazy salesperson. This is a common objection I get at this point, so I wanted to throw this in there. You don't need to be. With the power of the internet and how we do things, you do not have to feel bad for selling stuff. The sales industry has a bad taste because of people who abuse sales tactics to create win-lose scenarios. So where the salesperson was winning and the buyer was losing, which then put a bad taste in people's mouths about sales, which is complete horse crap because everything revolves around sales. You may not believe it, you may not realize it, but once you actually get down and dirty with it, you actually for example, I had to sell my kids tonight on why they should eat their cucumbers for supper, with their supper. You know, Like I had to sell them on it. Well, it's gonna make you, it's gonna help you grow big and strong and all that stuff, right? That's selling your kids, even though you don't realize it. It is. They sell you when you're walking through and this is something I got from Mike actually a while ago. When you're walking through Walmart, the aisles, your kids are selling you on why they need that toy, right? Everyone can relate to that who has kids. I'm pretty sure. So the sales. What most people do not realize is that every single transaction and conversation that happens, somebody is the salesperson and somebody is being sold. Have you ever tried convincing someone of doing something that you know what they would enjoy? Guess what? You sold them. For example, like you go to a movie and you see this really good movie, like maybe it was the new Deadpool movie, and you go home and you're texting all your friends and you're like, oh, you got to go see this movie. Guess what? You're selling them on the fact that they should go see the movie. You don't have any financial gains out of it, but you're still selling them. You are already a salesperson, whether you like it or not. Why not learn how to leverage the skills and profit off of it? Why not, right? Plus, we teach you how to get potential customers chasing you, not you chasing them. No family or friends chasing around here, which means you're not going to have to like invite all your friends over to your house and do these home parties and all that bullshit. You're not going to have to do that. This all sounds great, but why do I need you and your offer? Guess what? You could definitely go out and try to do this on your own, but it will be very confusing, time-consuming, and expensive to do so. I can even point you in the right direction to do so, but I pretty much guarantee you, you will be back. Why try to reinvent the wheel when you can just leverage one that already works great, right? Why should you just leverage what already exists? We have click-by-click training videos that you can watch on your own time. So they're all recorded videos. You watch them on your schedule. If you can't watch the entire thing in one shot, you just come back to it tomorrow. We've gone through the learning trials already, and you can take our blueprint and start to earn as you learn, which means that we're going to ease you into it, and you can actually start making money before you really fully understand what's going on. So as you're learning it, you can actually earn some income. We have a community of success-driven, like-minded people who actually have your back. The support here is absolutely like mind-blowing, top shelf, the thing I like to really brag about, because we actually have your back, which I'm sure you can see just throughout everything we've been doing lately. We've been there for you. We've been trying to answer questions on the pages and stuff like that. We have your back. We have technology in place that will cut your startup costs to a fraction of what you would need to start if you were to go out and do this on your own. What technology does it take? So if you were to go out and do this on your own, you need to figure out how to build websites. You need some tracking software. You need sales pages. You need email autoresponders, messaging autoresponders, and you're going to need way more. This is just a few things right off the top of my head. This sounds confusing and overwhelming, Jesse. If I, an ex-oil patch blue-collar worker, can figure this out, I have faith in you. You can too. So what do I get with your offer? You will get our entire success blueprint. You will get access to our closed Facebook groups mostly. You will get a system that handles building your websites, plug-and-play advertising strategies. Emails will be automatically sent out on your behalf. You will have trained professionals working on your behalf to close high-ticket sales, which will then generate you high-ticket commissions and much more. Mike is going to give you guys a walkthrough of our system if you do decide to get in. He's going to kind of show you guys so you know what to expect when you get in there. So just give you a quick run through and show you guys what's kind of important, what to do, what not to do, stuff like that. Okay, so what do I need to bring to the table? And this is what you're asking me right now. You need to bring a couple of things to the table. You need to bring the willingness to learn and be coachable, a device that can connect to the internet. Yes, even a smartphone is enough for this. We've had people cross the six-figure mark in income with nothing more than a smartphone. Myself was almost I was almost at that point. I use my phone for most things. However, I do have a computer that I use for some of the more technical stuff. But there is people who have done very well off of nothing but an iPhone or an Android or whatever you have. Ambition to succeed. You need to have the understanding that in order to succeed, it will require some kind of investment to get started and run and operate your business. Yes, you will be starting your own business. However, you don't need to go and like overwhelm yourself right now. It's not like you need to go and register a name and all that stuff right now. We're going to show you how you can do this the most easy, simple way. It's all going to be laid out for you. We've done this hundreds and probably thousands of times already. So we know what we're doing. We know how to do this properly. We'll point you in the right direction. You know, Jesse, it really does sound great, but there has to be a catch. I'm really glad you asked because I'm getting to that right now. What if all this opportunity did was allow you to earn enough money to walk away from your current job and provide you with more time freedom to live your life the way you want to? So what if, like, worst case scenario, you made the same amount of money with this business as you do at your job, which allowed you to quit your job and still have the same income, but now you don't have a job that you have to go to all the time. Now you can spend time with your friends, your family, and do things you want to do. What if that's all it did? Wouldn't that be worth it to you? How much would that be worth to you? Just drop a number in the chat if just let us know what that would be worth to you right now, because to me that would be worth a lot. But we're going to actually hopefully get you to a point where you're making a lot more money than you do right now, which is going to be like a double bonus. What if that even took 4 to 5 years to accomplish? Wouldn't that still be worth it? That alone would set you on the path to retirement a lot quicker, wouldn't it? Like 4 to 5 years. Let's just say worst case scenario, this takes 4 to 5 years to make the same amount of money as you do right now and quit your job. Wouldn't that be worth it? Just think about how much time you have left at your job if you were to do nothing. If you were to do nothing to change the path that you're going down, depending how old you are, you probably still have many more than 4 or 5 years that you have to look forward to of your job. Now, what if I told you that you can actually get started today for less than the average monthly cell phone bill? If that does not excite you, you should maybe check your pulse. Okay, Jesse, cut the crap. How much? Don't give me the runaround here. Straight to the point kind of person, hey? I dig it. Let's cut the crap and get straight to it. 99 US dollars, which is roughly 130-ish Canadian, because I know we have a lot of people from the States, a lot of people from Canada here, because we Canadians get screwed on the exchange rate. That's why. Is what it takes to start right now. If you're ready to get started now, then let's do that by clicking the link that Mike and in the info center, the Freedom Tracks 25 info center. Watch for a link from Robert Harper. He's going to be dropping it right now. He's sitting right beside me. He's on it right now. Mike's dropping it in the chat in the presentation, and Kat is going to be dropping it in the M Series Facebook group. But wait, there's more. Jesse, I told you to give it to me straight. The crappy salesman spiel. Yes, you're right. I told you I would just give it to you straight, and I will. I will hold my end of the deal for you guys. 99 USD, and it comes with a 14-day money-back satisfaction guarantee. What this means is if you decide that this is not for you after watching the initial videos, then we will give you all of your money back within 14 days. Because we're not here to just take your money and run. We're here to, if you don't want to be with us, we don't necessarily want your money. So 99 USD, and one of the biggest reasons, I think I even go over this in the presentation, but I want to just touch on it while we're talking about it. The reason that there's a charge up front is just simply because, actually I know I get into this. I'll get back to where I was going with that. Why is there even a charge if you have a 14-day guarantee? Think about it from our perspective. For one, we would just be blasting all of our proprietary information out to the world for free if there was no charge. For two, if somebody is not willing to invest $99 into growing their future, then why should I or anyone on our team invest our time into training that person? Because it is going to take our time out of our day to help you get on the path and watch the videos and even just help you through that stuff. That takes time. So if somebody's not willing to invest a measly $99 into growing their future, then from my perspective, I'm not willing to invest my time into helping that person get on the path. You know what I mean? Just, I hope that makes sense and doesn't come off as like rude or egotistical. For 3, because if we do not charge anything, then how could we maintain our infrastructure to grow, right? It takes money to grow anything, and this is how we grow and get more, go to reach more people and do bigger things and host live events and stuff like that. Let's say you get in and love it, which I'm pretty positive you will. This will become a $99 per month investment into growing and maintaining your business. But $99 per month to generate the life of your dreams and generate potentially 1,000 times that, would that not be worth it? Just think about that for a minute. $99 to potentially make, like, we've got people that are making 6 figures a month, $120,000 a month with this exact system that you're getting into right now. So like $99 to generate $120,000 a month, that's a deal I'd take any day of the week. Shoot me straight here, Jesse. How much can be earned in this system? Let's just say if you can dream it, you can achieve it. There is no guarantees. However, there is also no limits. I have been able, this is me personally, I have been able to generate over $1 million in commissions personally in less than 2 years with this exact blueprint that you're looking at right now. I do have a disclaimer here. I do not say this to brag or boast. In fact, my results are just the start. I personally have bigger plans to get to $1 million per month revenue here very soon. But your results are based on the time, effort, energy, and investment you're willing to put into your business. How much money do I have to make personally, like me, for you to realize you can do this also? And if you don't do this, all you're doing is leaving more pie on the plate for people like me to eat up. So think about it this way. There's a big pie, right? Maybe it's blueberry, maybe it's apple pie, whatever it is your favorite. Just think about this big pie. And just think about, if you decide not to do this, then you're not going to get a piece of it. If you decide not to do it, all you're doing, like you're not necessarily harming me or harming Mike in any way by not doing this. All you're doing is you're leaving more of the pie for someone like Mike or myself or Robert here or Kat or whoever is in this business, whoever invited you to this presentation. All you're doing is you're leaving more pie on the plate for those people to eat up. That's all you're doing. I will pay $99 all day long to generate a potential $1 million per year, let alone $1 million per month. So what happens when I invest the $99? So you will be signing up for that through a company that I'm affiliated with called Global Affiliate Zone, which we call GAZ for short. And what you can expect once you're in is you book a one-on-one strategy coaching call with one of our professional coaches for a couple days after starting up. This is super important. So you're going to get in, and Mike's going to show you guys this. You're going to get in, you're going to book a call, and then there's going to be roughly 3 to 4 hours of videos that you need to watch before the call. So if you know that you don't have 3 to 4 hours to watch and you book the call for like an hour from now, and you know that you have 3 to 4 hours of videos to watch, that wouldn't make very much sense, would it? So watch roughly 3 hours of pre-recorded videos that will break down everything and get you in the right entrepreneurial mindset. Make sure to watch all of the required videos before jumping on the call. It is very important to watch them all before this call. If you do not, they will reschedule you and you will only delay your success. After that, the system and the videos will explain all the next steps, and don't be scared to reach out to the person who sent you to this web class for help at any time. We are here to help you succeed, so leverage the crap out of it. And be in contact with the person who sent you here, because they're going to be the ones pointed to you to help you. How fast can I expect to see a return in profit? Everybody is different, but our hope for you is in as little as week or weeks. Remember, there is no guarantees though. This will require work, but the payout for the work can be very well worth it. Now that I have held up my part of the deal, do you remember yours? At the start of this thing, we agreed that if I can answer your questions and break down common objections, that we would get this ball rolling. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see where this new path leads for every single one of you who decide that you're taking action today. If you're ready to get started now, then let's do that by clicking the link in the chat or go to this website. If you're watching a replay of this, or if you want to write this down, www.ft25startnow.com. That's the website you can go to if you're watching a replay, or if you want to write this down and continue watching with us and save that for later. Then just type that into your browser and it'll take you to the right page. And let's not waste any more time here. Oh, I think I skipped a slide. The last slide said something about, Jesse, it all sounds really great, but I want to hear it from more people. So let me pull out the man, Mike Martin, and his wife, Kat, for more. And if at any point you decide that you're ready, just simply click the link in the chat or go to, again, www.ft25startnow.com. If you're ready to rock, then just click the link and let's get this shit show on the road. I'm going to pass it off to Mike, and that concludes my presentation here. And I'm going to hand it off to Mike, and he's going to give you guys the run through of the system and kind of give you guys a little bit of backstory on him as well.
Awesome, guys. Yeah, I seen a couple questions. I'm just going to go over a couple questions that I seen. Is there a contract? No, there's no contract. Okay. And basically, is there continuously upgrading? So let me explain this to you guys really, really quick. Okay. So when you guys join GAZ tonight, all right, when you guys are bringing in business partners, okay, so when you guys are running ads and everything's set up for you guys, when you guys bring in business partners, okay, you get 3 business partners in this business with you. Your $99 a month is then paid for. You still have to physically pay the money, but you guys get commissions, okay? You get commissions from GAZ for your $99 buyers, and those 3 buyers are now going to pay your monthly payment, okay? Does that all make sense? Does that make sense, you guys? Just comment, yes, that makes sense. Sorry, can you guys hear me? I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything.
I can hear you, Mike. Sorry, we're having a little bit of tech issues because we don't have the greatest internet connection where we are traveling at right now. I can hear you though, babe.
Okay, so everyone can hear me fine? I just, when Jesse started to talk there, I couldn't hear him real quick there. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen for you guys real quick here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek to what you guys will see.
Mikey, can I just answer one real quick question?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I was talking, but I think I was muted. So somebody asked if they have to join right now or if they can do it in a few days. You can definitely do it in a few days. The offer is not going to leave the table. However, think about it from this perspective. Like I literally am talking a couple months and I quit my job. Mike's the same. He actually beat me by like 2 days. I think I was 74 days before I quit my job and Mike was 72. So like just think about it. A few days can mean a big deal at the end of it. So you do not have to do this right now. If you don't have like the 99 right now, or you got to find a way to get it or whatever, then that's fine. You can do that. But just know that the longer you take, the longer you're delaying your success. That's all I wanted to say really quick. Mike, go ahead.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Jesse. Okay, guys. So basically when you guys opt in, okay, so when you guys click that link, you guys pay, you put in your information, this is what's going to come up, okay? You're going to get a video pop up, and what it's going to be is it's going to be from our founders, Matthew Jang and Julian Sherman, okay? you guys are going to go in, you're going to book your coaching call. All right. And then you're going to complete the coaching process right here. Okay. So in these, what Jesse was saying with the videos, okay, is there is videos all in. All right.
I think Mike's internet is being a little bit slow. Sorry, guys. Mike's internet's being super slow. I think he's out at his parents' house right now, and I think they live kind of in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know that their internet connection is the best right now. But what he's trying to show you guys is, like, these are the videos. You're going to start with, obviously, the top one. You're going to click that. You're going to basically, it's going to walk you through. It's going to show you, like, your progress. You see the progress bar
here.
He's kind of jumping in and out here. Sorry, guys, we're having a little bit of tech issues with Mike's internet. But, yeah, it's going to walk you through everything. It's going to help you understand everything. It's going to be a step-by-step process. And from there, it's going to really break down everything for you. It's got all the videos on the side, like you can see there. And you just watch them one time at a time, or one video at a time. And it's going to really help you and understand everything. And then once you go out of the video section, there's going to be a part where you book a coaching call. The coach is going to actually then help you map out a game plan, customized game plan for you, kind of take like where you are right now in your life and kind of look at your goals. And in these videos, it's going to help you map out some goals. And the coach is then going to help you kind of map out a game plan to get you from where you are right now in your life to where you want to go, where your goals are. And one thing I want to just talk about really quick now that we're on the topic of goals is, like, let's just say that, like, this is A right now, right? You're sitting in A, and this is where A is. And what A is your current life. And maybe you're not totally happy with one area of it. Maybe you don't like your job. Maybe you want more time, more money, whatever it is. And you know that you have goals and dreams that live over here. And we're going to call this C. So this is C. This is where, like, the mansions, the cars, the supercars, the time freedom, the money, everything that you want is over here. And you just know that, like, if you don't do something from where you're at right now at A, you're never going to get to C because you don't have a plan. What if this offer that we're showing you guys right now could be the B in your plan? So this, like, you're at A right now. This could be the B, and then that will lead you to C. So, like, for me, for example, I've always had the dream of owning, like, my own old school restoration shop. And so I've always had this dream, and I've always wanted to do it. But I never knew how I was going to come up with the capital. I never knew how I was going to find the time to do that. But if I wouldn't have done this business, like, this online business is something that I never thought I was ever going to get into in my life. Now that I'm in it, I love it. Like, I love every minute of it. But it's not ever something that I thought I would love. So I've always had this dream of owning my own car, or my own car restoration shop, but I never had a plan to get there. So now I have a plan because now I'm my own boss. I choose what I want to do on a daily basis. I make as much money as I want to. If I want to make more money, all I do is I have a few different ways that I can reverse engineer to make as much money as I want to. Like, we're going to show you guys how to do that. You want to write your own paycheck, you can do that. And that's why I'm so confident in saying I'm going to hit $1 million a month in income, because I'm so, like, I know I have a plan to do that. I've built the reverse engineered plan to do that. We're going to show you guys how you can do that also. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some effort. You need some stats, and you need to be in it to understand it. But I'm just going to leave it at that. Mike, you want to carry on? You've cut out. So I just kind of went on a little rant.
Yeah, awesome, man. Sorry about that. I think using too much power of the internet right here, and it's so close to town too. It's not even funny. I'm only like 3 minutes out of town. I'll just explain to you guys, okay? So when you guys come in, like I was saying, you're gonna book a call, all right? And when you come in, you book a call. The coaching process is literally gonna take you through our coaching process, okay? In this coaching process, you're going to, basically explain why you're here, what made you bring yourself here, what your goals and what your dreams are. All right. And once you get through the coaching process, you're going to set your account up. All right. After that, what happens is you're going to get on a call with one of our 5 to 6 figure earner coaches. All right. And this coach is literally going to help you map out your business with you. All right. So basically what goes on in these calls is we help you sort through, what you through and sort through and point you in the right direction that you guys need to go to start your business. All right. And like Jesse was saying, you guys, like he's not a tech person. All right. I was never a tech person. I was in the sales industry, but the only thing I knew how to do was literally send emails. Right. So, it really is, this system, you guys, has everything set up for you to run your business. What that means is basically all the technical hard stuff that affiliate marketers have to do. What GAZ did was they were getting sick and tired. Like, so the guys that founded GAZ, they were getting sick and tired of people, not being able to really get the results that they want because they had to do so much technical things inside just to get people to the products for them to buy the products, right? Basically what GAZ did is we built a system for you guys that's automated, that basically runs your guys' business. And what we do is we help you guys launch ads, all right? And when we launch these ads, they go out to the world, to wherever you guys want to target, okay? And then when that happens, people are coming to you. Like Jesse said, you're not getting your friends and family involved. These people are coming to you for help. They want to start their own business, right? When these people are coming to you, it's nice because you're not having to chase people all around, right? They're coming to you, which is a beautiful thing. And that's literally how we have this system set up for you guys.
Yeah, 100%. Kat, do you have anything you want to add on that?
I totally do. So I just wanted to touch back on what Jesse was saying earlier, and like how money isn't always the biggest drive. Like if money was the biggest drive in why most of us succeed, we would all be millionaires. But money isn't the drive. It's what our why is, what is really what we're after to achieve. Why did you originally ask to be in these groups? What changes in your life did you really want? And you have to remember those. Like, is it more time with your kids? Is it to not have to be out in camp for weeks on end? What is it? Because if money was really the drive to most people.
And she cut up. I just see a comment. Johnny, Matt, I'm still not sold. Use that leverage.
We'd all be rich. Just don't understand our why.
There was a nice closing after a little pause. So I'm still not sold. Use that leverage to convince me some more. That's going to be a problem because I don't actually convince people to do anything, because if I have to convince somebody to do something, then it's not creating a win-win situation now, would it? That would be me being a sleazy salesperson and saying, you need to do this, and then even though I know that it may not be right for you. So I'm not going to sit here and convince you some more. However, I will sit here and go over a few more key points. And like, really at the end of the day, I could sit here for hours and hours, and that's what I would need to really break down the entire thing for you guys tonight, because there's literally 3 to 4 hours of videos that you need to watch once you get into it. So we would need 3 to 4 hours of time to go through all that stuff with you guys right now. Which wouldn't be very smart on my behalf, because then like I could use that 3 to 4 hours to do something else more productive, because there's already a structure and a protocol in place for you guys to go and watch that. So I don't convince people to do anything. I simply lay out the facts, and if somebody wants to jump on it and do it, then that's cool. We welcome you with open arms. If you're not completely sold on the fact yet, then maybe do some more research. However, we're not done here yet. We still got some questions to answer. Maybe the objection that you have will be answered here soon. I don't know. So have y'all heard of Mob? Yeah, Mob is a different program. So we create ads with your help, then you guys put them on the web for consumers to have the option to find. That's all going to be run through in depth in the videos. Basically what's going to happen is we're going to show you how to create ads. We're going to show you how to put them out there. It's up to you to put them out there, but we build all your websites for you. We have all the tracking. We email people on your behalf, all that stuff. All that stuff is handled for you. So I'm going to jump into Q&A. Oh, Robert's written down a few here. So what other?
Yeah, I got some Q&A here, Jesse, too. So what if I joined after some months and I had to quit because of, some deadlines or whatever? You guys, this is your business. So if you want to stop paying for your business, then you stop paying for your business.
Do you just post ads on social media for commission? No, it's not like that. It's not like you post ads on Facebook and Facebook's going to pay you for just doing that. You post ads for different products on Facebook, and then when somebody goes through and purchases those products. So like, for example, what most people don't realize is that if you've ever purchased something online, most likely there's an affiliate attached to it who earned a commission off of that purchase. What most people don't realize is that every time you purchase something online, well, I shouldn't say every time because it probably doesn't happen every time, but most times when, like, let's just say, for example, you're in the market for a new flashlight and you're Googling a flashlight. Has anybody ever noticed this? Drop a yes in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. You've experienced something similar to this before in your life, where you're let's say you're searching for a flashlight on Google, and then all of a sudden you go into Facebook and a Facebook ad pops up, and it's like that exact same flashlight you were just looking at on Google is now in your newsfeed of Facebook, and they're like, click here to buy this now. That is a prime example of an affiliate going out, and they have ads, they have targeting. They have Facebook, Google, Amazon, all these different companies, they work together, YouTube, and when you search something, they all intermingle that information, and then boom, now you just became a prime candidate for that flashlight to pop up on your news feed, right? Because most likely you're going to buy it, because now you don't even have to go to the store. You just click here, you purchase it, and it gets shipped to your house, right? So that's how it works, is basically we help you guys build advertisements for products, not flashlights. We have high ticket products that are generating, like, I don't waste my time unless I'm going to be making at least $1,000 per commission. So we deal with high-end products. We have packages where I've actually sold and made up to a $6,300 commission on one product package sold. So you don't need to sell a whole lot of those to make a whole lot of money now, do you? So that's what we focus on, is like the high-end stuff. The flashlight was just simply an example to kind of show you guys what kind of things you can do with Facebook advertising and stuff like that. And another thing that people kind of look at that, and I've had this conversation multiple times, and people are like, well, isn't it kind of creepy that happens? And it's like, no, why is it creepy? It's the most handy thing in the world. Now you don't even have to go to the store. You can just buy it right from your couch, and it gets shipped to you within like a day. Most things have like 1-day shipping now, 24-hour shipping or 48-hour shipping. It's like, why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you want exactly what you're looking for to pop up exactly where you're spending your time, so that all you have to do is click it and buy it, and boom, it's shipped to your house, right? So it's really awesome way of doing things. It's just a matter of shifting your perspective a little bit from, oh, this sounds really creepy, to this is handy as hell. Okay, so are there sales over the phone like a telemarketer? You can. That is an option of something you can do. However, it's not how we train you to do it. Like if you want to go above and beyond, what we train you to do and how to place the ads. So back to the whole story of the flashlight. Let's say you did buy the flashlight. Did you necessarily have to talk to somebody? Did you have to jump on the phone with them? Did they have to sell you on the flashlight? No. The ad sold you on the flashlight. You didn't even know that somebody's behind that ad, and you didn't even know that when you purchased that, somebody's going to be making probably $3 to $4 off that flashlight. You didn't even know it, right? That's how we like to do things. That's how we train you to do things. Now, does that mean you cannot jump on the phone with people and try to sell them on the product? Sure you can, but why would you want to if you don't have to, right? Do you have to pay this monthly payment for as long as you're in the business? This will be like once you're in and you understand what the 99 actually does for you, what it actually buys for you, it is a very valuable tool to running your business, and it's probably going to be an ongoing thing as long as you want to run your business. So probably yes, but like you can go out and as you learn it, you can probably take on different systems and take on different technologies yourself. But at the end of the day, it's going to cost you way more than $99 to run all that stuff, and you're going to actually have to do the work. So why would you really want to do that? I wouldn't want to do that. What happens when someone returns the product? Well, then your commission gets taken away from you. Do you market more than one product? We have a couple different offers that we focus on. Like I said, we have some really high-end stuff, and from the research we've done, we haven't really found anything that comes into, like we have it. Once you get into those high-ticket products, then you're going to have to sorry guys, I was trying to read and talk at the same time, and it just completely messed me up. Once you get into high-ticket products, it gets really, like, there's not many that come with the same compensation plan, the same demand for the products. That, like, we have products that are in high demand that people actually want and they want to have, that come with huge commissions, and you don't find those kind of products all the time. So like we have a few different ones that you guys that will hook you up with. However, it's not going to be like thousands of different products, you know what I mean? Because why would you focus on 1,000 different things when you could just focus on like a few of the best? Is this a tax write-off? 100% it is. Sorry, I'm just through questions.
I'm going to go through. Hey, Jesse, I'm just going to talk about this Corey guy. Corey, basically, not sure what he's talking about here, but yes, we present you guys with products in the back end. Do you have to spend that amount of money? That's all up to you guys, right? What you guys spend is up to you, and that's talked with you guys in the coaching call, all right? So Corey's just out here trying to ruin everything for you guys, which is, you know, people do that because they have fear, you know. Fear comes about, and maybe Corey is joined before, but, you know, fear kicks in from Corey, and Corey was just, you know, maybe he had so much fear inside himself, and he didn't believe in himself to do this business, and we're sorry about that. But you know what I mean? Like, it just has everything to do what you guys want out of your life, right? This is your guys' business. Don't take anyone else's, don't take anyone's word, for example, right, is what I'm saying. Because if I would have took anyone's word, for example, when I joined this business, I wouldn't be sitting here. I had the confidence inside myself to do this.
Don't do it every time.
Yeah, and just to add to that is, like, yeah, we do sell high-end products that come, like, 10K isn't even the top one anymore. It used to be, but now I'm selling packages up to like 16K. But that doesn't mean that everybody buys them. It just, like, we have ways to map out different plans and product packages for all sorts of people. So don't get scared off by that. How do you get paid when selling? Right now, it is paper check in the mail. However, I think soon-ish, they're looking at direct deposit. So I personally like paper check in the mail because I'm a little old school. Like I said, I don't like technology too much and stuff like that. I like the paper check in the mail, and it gives me a reason to go for a walk every morning. Me and my son usually go for a quick walk. We'll check the mail, get some mailbox money, usually get a payday usually 5 days of the week. Can't complain about that. How does one know when they click on your ad and buy the item that it's getting paid to you and not someone else? That's all part of the tracking software that I was talking about. Once you get in, you're going to get custom websites built for you. You're going to get tracking software. It's all implemented. It's all in the system already. As long as you use the links from your login out of your back office. And when I say back office, I mean basically it's our online office, which is what Mike was showing you. You log in. It's kind of like Facebook. You have all your tools. You have everything you need in there. It kind of leaves you off right where you left off. And you're going to have everything in there. You're going to have a set of links in there, which Mike was going to show you, but his internet wasn't good enough. But there's a set of links in there. If you use those ones, those are coded to you. So if anyone clicks on that link directly, then it's tracked back to you as the person who made that sale. What makes your system different from any other affiliate marketing systems? Mostly the fact that no other affiliate system that I know of does 90+% of the work for you. They don't do that. They show you what to do, and they kind of just say, okay, go have fun, where we do 90% of the work for you. We have the websites built for you. We have the tracking software. We email people on your behalf. Not any other that since I've been in this business, I've been doing some research into different programs and platforms and stuff, not because I'm curious and seeing if I can join them, but just because I'm curious to see what else is out there as far as like competition, you could say. And I haven't yet to come across anything that does what GAZ does. Do we have to pay? What's that?
I was just going to answer this question. Sorry, I saw a comment about taxes. You guys answer. I'm up in Canada, assuming we get paid USD for taxes. Basically, what happens when we sell product, where you sell that product, you get paid in basically, so you get paid in Canadian funds. So you would get paid in the currency of where the product has been sold.
Yeah, so if you're in Canada, you're going to get paid in Canadian dollars. The companies we deal with, they have offices all over the world. So like in every country pretty much, except for I think like South Africa or something. So if you're in Canada, you're going to get paid by the Canadian office. If you're in the States, you're going to get paid by the closest United States office to you, and that's how it's going to work. So it's all in your local currency wherever you live. Pyramid structure, right? This is always a fun one because everyone kind of goes into this and everyone makes a judgment, and people usually think that like we're going to get scared off by this question or whatever, or this comment. But really at the end of the day, when you think about it, everything is a pyramid structure when you really think about it, right? Because what's like, you got a job, you got your typical company, you work at a company right now, you most likely there's a boss or a CEO or something, and then underneath that there's like upper management, then below that there's like and it's like you got your boss, you got your management, you got your supervisors, you got laborers, you got employees, you got staff people, like office people, and it just goes on and on and on, right? Somebody's always at the top. You got a church, for example, I'm not a super religious person, so don't quote me on any of this stuff, but you got like the top person, I don't even know who that would be, and then you got like organizations of people. You go to a school system, you got the principal or the dean or whatever, depending on what school it is. You got the principal, you got the kind of vice principal, you got teachers, you got staff, and you know what I mean? Like everything's a pyramid structure when you really get down and dirty with it. Somebody owns each company, somebody's at the top of each organization, somebody's, so like everything's a pyramid structure when you really think about it. This is a way that you can become the top of your pyramid. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to become your own boss here, and you're going to start your own organization. You're going to basically have distributors working for you or with you all across the world if you want to, and it's all going to be your stuff. Is American Express pay option? I believe so. Oh yeah, for pay options, this is something we could talk about. So like any major credit card works. I think Visa debit works. You can go to, like, let's say you don't have any of the above, you can go to like your local Walmart and get one of those prepaid visas. Just if you're in the States, then you're good. Just get one for like $100 and then you'll be good. If you're in Canada, make sure to get one for like $135, $140-ish, just to make sure, depending on the exchange rate, so you don't so it doesn't get declined or whatever. Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to answer a couple questions here in the Q&A. So what's the average income per person doing this part-time? It basically varies. So your guys' income is basically up to you, right? So the time and the energy that you're putting into your business is onus on you, right? So what you get, the results that you get out of your energy that you're putting into your business, that's up to you, right?
I'm going to hammer out two questions in one right now. So we got one question: is there any other out-of-pocket costs other than the $99? And then the other question is, do we have to pay for putting Facebook ads, Google ads, or buying web domain or hosting? Basically, yes, you will be responsible for covering your own Facebook advertising and stuff like that. However, we're going to, like I said, in the coaching call, they're going to help you map out a game plan. They're going to say, okay, what's your budget that you can afford per month? Most people can only start with, like, we recommend you start with like $5 a day for Facebook ads, which is fairly easy to come up with. It's like, just cut out your morning coffee on the way to work, you know, that kind of stuff. And usually people are pretty okay with that. And then once you go from there, once you start making an income, then you take a little bit of your profits, you dump it back into your business, into advertising. As you grow your ads, your income will then grow also. And that's where I was saying before, is we can help you reverse engineer and reverse structure your income so that you can actually write your own paycheck. So like, for example, and don't take these words for literal, this is just an example to keep it nice and simple. If you want to make $10,000 in a month, and you know that you have to, like, let's say you know you've done the math, you've figured it out, you've looked at your stats, you know that for every $10 that you put into advertising, you're generating roughly 10 back, right? So every 10 you put in, you're making 20. Or sorry, let's go with 100. You know that every 10 you put in, you're making 100 back. What you need to do if you want to make $10,000 a month, you know that you're making 10 times your income on your ads that you're putting out. So what you do if you want to make $10,000 a month, you know you need to put $1,000 into your advertisements, right? It's pretty simple. Once you have the stats, and obviously the stats will fluctuate, they'll be different for everybody. I was at a point personally where I was making $50 off of every dollar that I put in. So like at that point, if I want to make 500 grand, I know that I have to spend what would that be? 50 grand in advertisements, right? So, or I don't know. That math might be wrong. I don't know, but whatever. You guys know the point of the story. So, yeah, that pretty much wraps everything up. We've gone like way over. Can I do my own advertisement? Yeah, 100% you can. We do have stuff that you can use, but I always encourage people to use their own stuff because it brands you, it builds you, and it's definitely a good way to go is to use your own stuff because it's unique to you, and you know that not 1,000 other people are going to be using the exact same thing. Only one is, right? So yeah, we've gone about. I only wanted to do an hour. We're at like an hour and 17 minutes right now. So we're probably going to close this down. If you have any other questions, you can reach out to the person who invited you here. If you want to get started, that link again right now is www.ft25 start now, START now. You can go to that. If you're watching a replay, if you want to do it later, maybe you need 10 minutes to think about it once we get off this call, then you're going to be like, oh, hell yeah, I'm doing this. Whatever it is, just go to that website and that'll redirect you to where you need to be. Mike and Kat, do you have anything else to chat about before we shut this down?
Yeah, man, I just wanted to thank everyone for coming out to, to our webinar. Thank you for taking the time out of your guys' night for coming in and learning about, this business. I just wanted to top it off with, you guys really have to walk away from your guys' fear. Okay. All of us were there. We were there. We had the fear. We're like, I don't know if this is going to work for me. I don't know if, that fear was in us. All right. And we took the plunge. We did this. We stepped into this full force, and now look where we are. Jesse, he's did over $1 million in his business. Me and Kat, we've did well over 6 figures in our business, right? You just literally have to push that fear away and know that your dreams and everything else in front of you is possible. There is nobody else that is going to do this for you but you.
100%. If you have dreams and goals you want to go after, you need to make the decision right now that you want to go after them, and you need to make the proper steps to make it happen. Kat, you got something? She always gets so excited when it's her turn to talk. You're muted.
Nothing was working for me, so I'm extremely excited. Yeah, mainly just remember that you guys are capable and that you are worthy of everything that you desire. And all it takes is taking a step forward for yourself and really understanding that you can have everything you want. It's just creating the thoughts to make that reality come true. And so I just wanted to leave off with just saying that really look into everything for yourself and get your own opinion, because if you're anything like me, it's not going to matter what anybody else thinks. It's going to matter what you think. And I can't wait to see you guys on the other side, and have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for giving us an hour and 20 minutes of your time. I hope to be working with you. I hope to hear from you soon. If you do decide to join, you're going to have direct access to myself, Mike, and all of our community. We're all going to be here to help you. So, yeah, I'm super pumped for anyone who makes the decision today. And if you make it tomorrow or the next day, that's cool too. But, yeah, super pumped for everybody who decides to take the plunge and go after their dreams. Peace out, everyone. That's all I got for you.
Later, guys. Cheers.